Carla Snyder with Penn State Extension, and we've noticed that since the pandemic, many of you have successfully shifted to online sales. Now, this is a great way to diversify your marketing avenues, but some of you may have stumbled through those first few months, and you may be thinking about if you'll stick with the online store or ditch it by the end of the year. So one of the points you'll want to consider is efficiency. Is your process efficient for both your customer and your staff? Because even as customers are entering stores again, trends show they value the convenience of online ordering, meaning this marketing method could really stick. The latest report from the National Retail Federation shows that 63% of consumers said convenience is very important when purchasing groceries specifically. Now, don't get me wrong, customers still value quality and price when making purchases, but the game has changed a bit since the pandemic. Shoppers who were curious about the convenience of online ordering for everyday purchases like groceries were just given a very compelling reason to skip the store and give online ordering a try. And keep in mind, this survey we're talking about was conducted before the pandemic. Since then, online sales of grocery items have risen by 40%, and this was already a trend from 2019, when online sales were up by 22%. But the pandemic gave customers who were online shopping curious a nudge to try it out. And based on factors such as how customers divide their time, with 61% of their total time going towards family, 52% going towards work and school, and 45% of their time spent commuting, that leaves less time in a day for in-store shopping. It makes it more convenient to order online and pick it up or have it delivered. Combine this with data that says 52% of consumers said that half or more of their purchases are influenced by convenience, and you have a pretty compelling case to strengthen that online ordering system. Let's check out a real-life solution working in a Berks County, Pennsylvania business to increase efficiency for packing and picking those online orders. Because remember, it's not convenient if you don't get the order right.
Hi, my name is Barb Dietrich. My husband Mike and I own Ole Valley Organics in Ole, Pennsylvania. We've had the farm for 14 years, and we always had a roadside stand where we sold our produce. We're a certified organic produce farm. And 3.5 years ago, we rented a building 4 miles from our farm, and we focus on offering our customers, local community, organic and naturally grown produce, meats, dairy, cheese, and lots of other products at our store. We have over 60 local producers represented there. We decided to take our store, and in 3 days we had put our inventory in a system and got it set up in an e-commerce store, which we could run off of our POS system called ShopKeep. So for a customer to order, they would get online, they go to our link for the e-commerce store, place their order. Once we printed off the order, we print 2 copies. One copy was for us to work with, the other copy was the customer's receipt. So when they got home, they could verify that they got their product and they saw it was paid for, instead of getting like a regular cash register receipt. After we printed our order form for us to keep and work off of, we had a color-coded system. Because we had shelf-stable items, we had items that were in a cooler, and we had items that were in freezers. So you can't store all of those at the same place. So we use blue for freezer items, and we would highlight those. We would use yellow for cooler items and highlight those items. The shelf-stable items we just let go. Then we would put our name at the top, whoever filled the order out, and then the number of bags that the customer should be receiving. Also on the front order form, we would write not just number of bags, but where the bags were located. So say we had 1 bag each for the freezer, 1 for the cooler, 1 for shelf-stable items. We would write 1C for 1 bag in the cooler, 1F for 1 in the freezer, and 1S for shelf-stable. That way we knew where all the bags were, and then the total number of bags that we should be walking out of the store with to give to the customer when they pulled up to get their item. How we shop for their items, we just took a shopping cart and we went around the store and just pulled off the shelves. We have very limited storage space in the back. So this was the easiest and best way for us. And plus we had no other freezer space. Our freezers were our freezers. So basically our store was turned into a walk-in store to basically more, how I would say, a little mini warehouse, because we're moving a lot of product, so we had, boxes out, maybe not everything was on a shelf, but easy access to get it. To call the customer to let them know their order was ready and that they could pick it up anytime before we closed, which is normally 6 o'clock. Or if they couldn't make it, they could come first thing in the morning, anytime 10 o'clock or after. And when the customer would come, they would pull into our parking lot. They would give us a call or a text on the store phone. They would get out of their car, pop their trunk, or open their back door. We would get their name and make and model of their car, just so we make sure we put it in the right car. And we would gather their items, take it out, put it in their car, and then they were done and off. So this is something we're going to keep now. It's good because we can keep better track of our inventory, allow our customers to do more shopping on their off time, maybe at lunchtime or at night. And then they don't have to worry about hustling into the store at the end of the day. They can just pull up, call us, and we can take it out.